personal space here. You know you had.
What? What? Okay, one of those things makes sense. I get why. Okay, I get why the webcam's not there. Why is it not? That's bizarre. Hold on a second. I didn't expect that to be the thing. Oh, we're going. Okay. No. All right. Okay. Hey. Okay, we got it. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Holy cow. Okay, 1 second. I need that though. I need it. I wanted to take the bars off the sides. God, man. I don't know why it won't output a video signal. You're hodling? Holding? Okay, good. It's there now. Now I can trim it. Alright. God bless anamorphic widescreen. Alright. Truly, the only way to really play a video game is in anamorphic widescreen. The fakest, realest widescreen there is. Oh no, I've got it. Oh, okay, don't blink on me. Okay. Does it work? It works! Okay. Motion control! Except now Twitch won't let me update my stream information. What the heck? Why is everything just messing up right now? It's mucking about. There we go. You King, thank you for the resub. It's very good to see you again. Yeah, it's haunted. You're right. Okay, so let's catch up on what we're doing in Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Because this game rules. This game super rules. It's very cool, and we're kind of just getting to some of the more kind of like hair on the back of your neck standing up aspects. All right, so there is a framing device where someone is getting therapy, basically. And this plays into the psychological profiling of the game. The therapist will ask you certain questions, and based on how you respond, it'll change the next chapters of the game. That's rad. And then we cut to the story of Harry Mason crashing his car into Silent Hill and then trying to find his daughter, much like the original game. Harry has he met a sheriff, kind of like the original game, but it's diverged a bit. Yeah, our daughter's missing, and now she's old and a stripper. Yeah, so Ruby, I'm glad you brought that up. There is what is heavily intimated to be a sex worker whose name is Ingrid or something like that. But another character in Silent Hill said that this person had the same name as our daughter that we're trying to find. The sex worker is also basically implied that she has an active sexual relationship with Harry. So that's kind of fucked up. Also, Harry has put on a Letterman jacket and is running around a high school. So kind of like rolling back to a younger age in a creepy way too. So does Harry Mason want to have sex with his daughter? That's what the game is lightly implying, I think. Those are some of the overtones I think that are starting to seep into the game. Dahlia, that's it. Yes, Dahlia. Oh, Dongles McFondles. Hey, been a while, had a lot going on. No worries. I get it. That's life. That's life. Yeah, I'm doing me. I'm playing weird old games. You could call him Dirty Harry. You could. You definitely could. Crashed. So picked up Dahlia. Had a confrontation about our relationship. Crashed the car. Escaped the car. Dahlia's nowhere to be found. And then I think we're going to the hospital. Oh, that's right. We ran into another character, like a ditzy nurse, who took drugs and passed out in her apartment, and we just kind of left. In the middle of all this, you kind of you kind of also get these side stories that happen in Silent Hill, all of which are not okay. Wah! Basically a series of very bad things happening in Silent Hill. Hold on a second. But yeah, I'm wearing this like high school jacket, which is all kind of fucked. Hold on, let me... Hey. I'm trying to turn the compressor back on the game, because that means I can turn it up. Yes, Captain, Captain is correct. There is no blatant incest in this game. Instead, and again, the ending of the game really does reframe a lot of the context of the game. It changes it a bit. It's still not great because it's Silent Hill, but it does change it a little bit. There's just none. I actually disagree, but we'll see. We will see. I think there's something there. Shay Lakely. Shayla Kelly. There we go. Thank you for the sub. You called any of the in-game numbers yet? Yeah, I called a few of them. There's and then people gave me the like Konami lines and stuff. Is this The Last of Us? Maybe. Yeah, we'll see, Captain. The thing is, the game is open to interpretation, so I think based on what you've already seen, and based on the revelations at the end of the game, you could certainly assume quite a bit. You could. Could if you wanted to. Now, I think it's much more nuanced than that. Which is one of the reasons I really like this game quite a lot, is that it actually handles some pretty intense, yeah, in Dahlia's case, it's pretty clear, yeah. But, I mean, I think the fact that Harry is, like, wearing younger clothes and in a high school... Yeah, it's not the clearest narrative, that's true. But that's on... I think that's on purpose. Or rather, I would 99% say it's on purpose. That there are a lot of fuzzy aspects that are open to interpretation. I mean, Silent Hill is supposed to be pretty dreamlike. Go through the mall. Does I have to go through the mall? Maybe? I feel like the scribbling on the map thing wasn't entirely... was like a neat feature that never really had that much use. What's your objective right now? That's a really good question. See if I can... Dahlia called. Let's see what she's up to.
Call back later. I'm sleeping.
Okay. I mean, your objective is indicated by the map, which I basically have to get to this house. I don't remember exactly whose house that is or why I'm going there, but I'll find out when I get there, I think. Somebody else might remember a little better than I do. Because I remember where to go. I gotta go back in the apartment building? That doesn't seem right. Pretty sure I just came out of there. After the nurse with a head wound just passed out. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. God. Ugh, this atmosphere. Is Michelle the nurse? Never played or seen anything from these games, so this is all entirely new to me. I just heard about creepy nurses. Oh, you got the first 3 savages cleared. Nice. How bad are they? I mean, it seems like it took world first, what, 24 hours, maybe longer, which is a shocking amount of time. They're really fun, if a bit easier than some earlier savages. Oh, okay. I guess 14 can get so brutally difficult that something being a bit easier than earlier savages still leaves quite a window for challenge. But yeah, regarding the comment about not knowing a whole lot about Silent Hill, this is sort of a spiritual remake of the first game, but it's got a lot more going on than the first game thematically. This game, Silent Hill 2's got a shitload going on thematically too. 4 a little less so. But yeah, the series is an interesting one and has been attempted by many people in many different ways. This one is not a Japanese developed one. This one was not made by Konami. This was made by Climax, who has just done a wide variety of other games. It's a sequel or reboot, kind of neither. It's a spiritual reinterpretation. A lot of, like, it's in Silent Hill. The setup of the story is the same. Harry Mason has crashed and is looking for his daughter who has disappeared. Some of the themes are the same. That Silent Hill is a place where your inner demons are manifested. That's kind of the idea. So all of the mechanics of the game and the monsters and stuff, I guess I don't know too much about the actual physical design of the monsters, but certainly the transitioning of Silent Hill from a snowscape into a frozen over blizzardscape is very meaningful in context of the story and its characters.
Dangerous things, forklifts.
Amen. Gotta wear your hard hats, fellas. Silent Hill is a town. Yes, it is a physical place. Following the recent tragic accident involving Bob Sagovich, players are reminded that safety is the #1 priority for Toluca Mall and the logistics warehouse team. You should always keep in mind the rules and practices from the training course, which you all attended last March. Do not exceed the warehouse interior speed limit of 5 miles per hour. Do not travel with lifting arms raised above 2 feet. Always check behind before reversing. Do not exceed the load limit for your forklift, and do not attempt to move loads without skids or pallets. Failure to observe these and other rules could result in termination or other disciplinary action. Thank you, Mike Brenner, General Manager, Toluca Mall Warehouse Services. I just played this game on PS2 and it really fucked me with that subtle decision making. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's one of the other cooler parts about this game is it does mentally profile you based on what you look at, how long you look at it, the way that you answer questions in the therapy sequences. Oh. What is this? What? Are those boobs? I think those are boobs. Yo, we got some titties. Nice. They're not even squished. Does it have diverging paths? That's a good question. I only played the game once and never really looked up just how much content is variable about the game. Although some people in chat last time said that it can actually change pretty substantially. The clothes I'm currently wearing is because I've been profiled as a drunkard/addict. Interesting. I'm curious what other looks there are. Soundtrack in this game is just top tier. Now the soundtrack is actually composed by Silent Hill composer Akira Yamaoka. So despite being a Western developed game, Yamaoka did do the score for this game. 4 endings. Wow. 4 outfits that correlate. Dang, okay. So am I locked into this ending, basically? Wait a minute. What? Oh, wow. I didn't know that this connected out through here. Okay. Your outfit doesn't mean you're locked into an ending. Maybe I can just go in the front of the mall. Oh wait, what's this? What's this? Sure. Collectible. Alright. Okay. Who doesn't love a good pick-upable? Or was that in a printer? That's a really good question. I don't know. There's probably some significance to it, but I don't know. The mementos might just be weird items. Can I hit this button? No. Also, just in general, I was particularly fond of the fact that in this game the Wii remote is a flashlight. It's such a perfect match for the hardware. It's one of the few games like that Nintendo didn't make that actually really fits the Wii hardware and uses it in a very intuitive way. You're playing this on Wii? No, I'm not. I'm playing it on Dolphin, and I have synced a Wii remote to my PC, and I'm using a Wii U gamepad in Wii mode as a sensor bar. So I have Wii hardware sitting right there, but it's not running the game. I played Shadows of the Damned on stream. I haven't. I never finished that game. It was dumb fun. Oh. Oh, Lisa's the nurse. That's right.
Oh, Harry. I don't feel well.
What's wrong?
I woke up. I had such a terrible dream. Blood everywhere. Oh, God, Harry.
Try to stay calm, Lisa. I'm coming.
Please hurry.
Well, let's go back. Let's go back and see what happened. The Wii, but better. Yeah, that's the idea. I'm curious what it'll look like if I run back. I mean, it'll probably just be an empty apartment, or the door will be snowed in, so they won't let me in. Music kicked up a little bit. Any animes you recommend? You want something recent? Somebody mentioned Space Dandy. I'm gonna recommend Space Dandy. Go watch Space Dandy. Oh, you just finished Shippuden. Oh, okay. Do you want like a shonen? Can't go wrong with My Hero Academia. Oh yeah, Hunter x Hunter. I haven't seen Hunter x Hunter, but I actually read some of the manga.
Harry.
Jesus!
Lisa? No!
Don't move.
No. This isn't what...
I said don't move. Stand up and step away from the girl.
This isn't what it looks like.
Stop talking. What have you done?
She was in an accident. I didn't do this.
Accident? Shut the hell up. You've been feeding me bullshit all night. You bastard.
I didn't...
Shut up! I know you're not Harry Mason.
Oh, fuck. Why would it freeze over then? Why would it freeze over then? when she's confronting this character about not being Harry Mason. Interesting. Perhaps to intentionally to deprive us, the player, of information, perhaps? Shit, though, it's Freezy Town now. So, so the other thing about Silent Hill games is that there's two versions of Silent Hill. Typically in Silent Hill, there's Foggy Silent Hill and Nightmare Silent Hill, which is like rusted grates and creepy monsters and guts everywhere. In this game, Nightmare Silent Hill is frozen over. It is like a blizzard Silent Hill. But this also means that there are monsters crawling around. This game also has no combat. The way that you navigate Nightmare Silent Hill is purely by running away, and then there's little motion interactions to throw monsters off you if they grab you. But that's when the radio comes back. So, and again, this is one of the cool things that that really sits in harmony with Wii hardware. In the original Silent Hill, yeah, it's not usually that rusty. There was some rust in like Silent Hill 1, wasn't there? Just like some metal grates you'd go through, but yeah. 2 was just like, I'm trying to remember what Nightmare Silent Hill looked like in 2. 2 had some guts dungeons, didn't it? I remember there being skin stretched out over racks and stuff. I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. Oh yeah. So in the original Silent Hill, you had a radio, and it would get really crackly and weird when you got near monsters. It was kind of a way to sort of tell you that you were in danger. And it was like a really good tension device. That happens in this game as well, except it comes out of the Wii remote. Except that wouldn't work for streaming, so I just have it coming out of the TV. Whenever you point your flashlight at where a monster is, because it's coming out of the door fucking right now. God damn it, they saw me. Shit. Oh, fuck, man. All right. Jesus. Fuck. All right. Ow. This might be fast. You might get me so. Jesus Christ. Ooh. There's a whole like running away hiding mechanic. You can like. Oh, there's already one on me. Wow, they got me. I think they got me. You can like hide in closets and Jesus fuck. God. You can hide in closets and stuff, but that means I have to find a closet first, which can be hard when you don't know where you're going. Okay. Broke away from him. Hey, what's up, Pop-Tart? Yeah. Okay, alright. Okay, here we go. Maybe I can... Oh, that's right. You can, like... motion control, throw shit down behind you. Just touch me. Touch me. Ah. Yeah. Oh, thank God. Ugh. Can you drop it? How do I drop it? Drop it. Harry, drop it. Fine, don't. I wanted to drop it right there. Figured it would make a good way to block them from getting through the door. Okay. Was this one on PS2? Yeah, it was ported to the PS2 eventually. Presumably because it didn't sell well enough on the Wii. Oh, Dr. Sinoir, hey. Frustration with work led me to skate for 2 hours straight. Didn't fall once, but I was way more agile, just zoning out, and in irritation, deadass unlocked some new skill. Oh, nice. That's always fun. I love it when you, like... Where is it? come back to like something you've been practicing and you find you've kind of gotten over that hump where you can just kind of flow with it. Yeah, that's really nice. I'm going skating tomorrow, actually. Taking a swig. Also love how like the VHS tracking fucking up is your health bar basically. Fuck. Yeah, going to a rink. Monsters are gonna come in here. Like how that flashlight is losing its mind though. Ugh. Alright, so that's an emulation error, but it's still just as intense.
You, gonna be home when we get back? Sure. Sure. No, she's fine.
Can I have some bubble gum?
Oh, sure. Here. She wanted some gum. It's hardly spoiling her. Wait.
No, I don't want those colors. I want my favorite colors.
What are your favorite colors?
Mom knows.
I'm sure she does. You hear that? Yeah, well, she won't tell me. The mascot? The cartoon bird? Okay. Like this, sweetie?
Yes.
Well, I remember where the mascot was. Maybe that's an allusion to the, they take the... Ah. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be, some kind of puzzle. Oh, it's the... Okay. I have to... The colors of the beak, I bet. Oy, I gotta go look. I gotta go back to the toucan and see what the colors on the beak are, and I bet that's the series of colors you have to make the gumballs. There's probably some kind of terrible story about this. Wait, is that Harry, though? Maybe. Follow your nose? Yeah. Praise God. Go through here and then take a left. Seems like I can, except I was up on the roof, I think? I think that's where the... Guys pre-ordered Elden Ring, you're waiting for release day? I mean, I'm just wait for release day. If you buy games digital, there's like no reason to pre-order. But, I mean, don't let me stop you, I guess. Oh, Painface, thanks for the prime. Really like your eclectic taste in games? Well, thank you. Yeah, it's no joke. I like all kinds of video games. There's not really a game I don't like. Ah. Oh. Cheating game. Ugh. No, we turn. pre-order a day beforehand so you can preload. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. That's like the one advantage is, especially if you have slower internet, is being able to download ahead of time. Okay. Purple, pink, red, yellow. What it seems like. Not going there. I think this. Well, there's no monsters this way, so I'm just gonna. Nope. There's no monsters this way. Whatever. I should have just gone back the way I came. This is just gonna get me turned around and lost. Alright, fine. There's something on the other side of this door. Whatever. God, there's a lot of them. Oh. Oh, boy. I will say that, like, maybe the... fuck. On the other side of the handrail. Because I'm gonna get grabbed again. God damn. One of the downsides of using motion controls is that when you have to use motion controls to shake the monsters off, you don't exactly know where center is anymore. So they at least make it so if your cursor's on the side of the screen, it doesn't start turning you. But there is that kind of like split second where you have to sort of reacquire motion controls. Whew, okay. Oh no. Oh no, I've forgotten the colors. Something is like purple, pink, purple, red, yellow, I believe. But you can't knock off. They come in order. So it's like I just have to keep going until it's the right thing. Like I can't grab these. It won't let me. Or is there a way to like maybe if I turn it the other way? Oh, it only goes that way. Okay. Maybe I can, like... Oh, there we go. Okay. Right at the top part? Yeah. Got there eventually. Purple, pink. Those gotcha mechanic. Oh, wait, no, got a voicemail.
Come on, save some for later.
I'll keep this one for Mom.
That's a great idea. Come on, last one of the escalators is it.
Guessing things aren't going so well with Mom. Damn. Welcome to Toluca Mall, home of the experience. Escape to a world of shopping, dining, and entertainment. An oasis in your busy world. Bring family, friends, and colleagues. And experience a luxurious and sophisticated world of leisure. Jesus. Live the life. Live the experience. Can't wait. Can't wait to live the experience. Screw the experience. Shoppers are slaves. Your cart. You can't buy a real life. Right, I be shopping. Somebody made a joke about Alan Wake looking like trash. I mean, this game is pretty Alan Wake, isn't it? This game had a lot of cool ideas, long before a lot of other games used them in more popular ways. Cafe Noir. Oh, call Susan. What's the scariest game you've played?
Enterprises HR department.
For a long time, System Shock 2, but I think Soma.
This company. For all HR inquiries, please contact us by mail.
I think it might be Soma. Page Turners. Good name for a bookstore. Oh, hell. There's no doors, though. Be on the other side of the wall or something? Ooh, looking good. And why are their arms so creepy? Yeah, Roser. This is the Wii game. One of the few non-Nintendo utterly incredible Wii titles. I've realized too, I do really like games where a chunk of the mechanic is like exploring an interior.
I need one that looks just like this. It's a present.
We got lots of breeds. I can recommend...
Oh, no.
No. I need one exactly like this. It's a present.
Okay. Come take a look over here.
It is never good when a parent is trying to buy an exact duplicate of a pet. Knew that was going to turn sour at some point. That's why we're at the mall, huh? Yeah, the gimmick of phone calls coming through the Wii remote. I thought it was great. I thought it was just like such a good match because it made it sound like a shitty cell phone. 'Cause, you know, cell phones were super shitty back then. Oh boy, that is an ominous hallway. Oh, did you ever play Hellblade? Yeah, Hellblade was wonderful. I really liked Hellblade. Store managers and retail staff. It's been another great month at Toluca Mall, but we're not stopping. I thought it said shopping. Stopping yet. The job of providing the perfect shopping experience is never done. This month we are focusing on customer emotions. Random mystery shoppers will be deployed to ensure that each store in the mall is focusing on lifting the mood of their customers. Always remember, you're not here to sell. You're here to make people happy. The happier they are, the more money they will spend. Stores who fail to satisfy our mystery shoppers will be contacted by the brand manager. Keep putting smiles on those faces. Good old retail. We need you to become every customer's close personal friend. Now I'm gonna fuck off and never talk to any of these customers, because they're all assholes. Ooh. I gotta call that. That's camera. I'm trying to remember the shortcuts. Down is... Nope. Up. Up is for phone. Okay.
Welcome to the Alibi Toy Recall line. To determine if your product is included in the current recall, please listen to the following information. The affected toy is the Red Hot Racer miniature car. The affected toys were assembled by a specific subcontractor during a limited time frame. Please look at the underside of the toy and check for a 6-digit alphanumeric code on the base of the car, such as 3255RX. If this code begins with the numbers 42, 43, or 46, then your product is included in our recall program. Please store the toy in a safe place and call back within office hours to arrange a refund. Here at Alibi, the safety of the children who play with our toys is of paramount importance to us. We value the trust of the families who have chosen to make our toys part of their lives, and always respond immediately to any issues that pose a potential threat, however small.
I like how he keeps going so that you forget the numbers. Yeah. It's not 42, 43, 46, do you think? God, how would you even know what number's being selected? And it doesn't turn all the way to 42, 43, or 46. Did you ever play Tarkov? Nah, probably not. Not my kind of game, I don't think. I like playing too many different kinds of games for something like Tarkov to work for me. Ooh. Let's see here. I've been thinking of getting back into streaming, but had little success after trying for 4 years, and I quit after my son was born 3 years ago. Any advice for getting back into it? Well, it's tough. If you're doing it specifically to, if you need the metrics growth, that's going to be tough. And it's okay to acknowledge that you're not in a life space or life circumstance where you can dedicate the time required to do something like that. But if you can do it as a hobby, and if you can approach it in that way and kind of keep it in that spot in your mind, then just by virtue of doing it and doing it over and over and over again, you'll cultivate skill in it. And it's likely that that skill will never pay off on Twitch or with this version of streaming, but it may pay off in the future with something else that doesn't even exist yet. So that's kind of where I was. Like, I wanted to get into games media, so I started writing a lot, teaching myself how to write, getting better at writing. I wouldn't say that I was ever like a successful writer, really. I did end up doing like script writing for Inside Gaming and stuff, but certainly didn't build a name for myself. Wasn't paid any kind of money. So I guess that could be considered successful, like getting on blogs and stuff. But it took, yeah, about 4 years of doing it for free before I even started getting paid. That's inspiring to hear. It's not my job to inspire people. If you want to hear, flat, unrealistic, inspiring stuff, you can get that from any other influencer. Ooh. But, I'm gonna try to level with you. Grab that. That's, like, you can bash your head against it, but, I mean, the honest truth is there's thousands and thousands of streamers with, like, 0 viewer, 1 viewer streams. And that's, like, climbing out of that is really tough. Much like in the same way, there were There were thousands of people who just wanted to be writers, you know, and skill didn't really factor into it for a long time. You have to be there when everyone else isn't. And luckily I was single and didn't have like a family, kind of like you do. But that's kind of the truth of it, unfortunately. But if you can find a way to do it so that it's satisfying and gratifying for you, and that was kind of me with writing about games, is I wrote what I wanted to, and it was a way for me to sort of express my love of games and my thoughts about games. Eventually, I was able kind of to like connect with like-minded people, and that's another very satisfying part of it. But me where I am now is the end of 15 years, maybe plus, of not every day, but 6 days a week plugging away at it. I'm lucky because for me a lot of the work and time that I put in was like I didn't necessarily require payoff for it. I was happy just doing it. I think it was like two years in or so, I really had to sit down and like ask myself if for the rest of my life this is just me sitting here and writing about games for free for a blog that no one's looking at. Am I okay with that? And for me, I was like, actually, yeah, this is the kind of thing that I would do even if no one was around and I didn't get any exterior validation. It's just a hobby, really. And I was lucky enough that the hobby turned into opportunities. And those opportunities also required a fair amount of sacrifice and time investment. So that's really my advice, I guess, is I would say just like, if you can find a way to make it fun for you, then that's the only way you'll find the sustainability to do it long enough and repeated, what's the word? Consistently enough to actually build a following. Yeah. So it's tough, but yeah, especially with a family, you're going to have to like, you'll just have to like ask for X hours a week to work on your thing. And that'll be your hobby. And it might come at the expense of another hobby of watching movies or playing disc golf. I don't know. I just watched the TikTok of riffing about disc golf and Ready or Not. So yeah, that would be it, is find a way to do it where you get satisfaction just from doing it instead of looking forward to growth and metrics and numbers, because those are impossible to know when they're going to come and how. Many of the writers I worked with would burn out, would like have emotional flare-outs because, yeah, they were bashing their heads against the wall same as everyone else. Some people would get opportunities, others wouldn't, and it sucks. It sucks to, be writing on a blog, volunteer for 3 years, and have one person get a paid writing gig at IGN or whatever, and everyone else is just like, ugh, let's keep going. So yeah. Oh, I see. I meant that it's inspiring that you made it fun for yourself and you managed to achieve success, regardless if you were expecting it or not. Okay, I apologize. I thought you were being a little snide. I'm a little sensitive about that too. I don't want to like discourage anyone, but I also don't want to fluff anyone up with unrealistic expectations, because I think there's a lot of that in the creator space. I guess toxic positivity is adjacent to what I'm talking about, but it seems to have died off a little bit. I feel like in the mid-2010s, God, I'm just reminded of like going to VidCon and just the raw, zero-dimensional fluff that influencers would throw out. It's really fun to hear an influencer or media type that genuinely doesn't know how they got to where they are try to tell someone else how to do it. Let's see here. I was thinking back into it as a hobby. Yeah, start slow and go from there. My wife would be cool with it since I did it before. Yeah, absolutely. Start small. Start with something sustainable. 1 time a week, maybe. The only other thing is try to find something no one else is doing. And that's so hard. That's so hard. But you have to do something unique, and you have to do it long enough for people to find you and want to follow that thing. But man, that's tough. Someone asked Jeff Keighley that question. I wish I remembered. Well, Keighley was kind of connected into it, right? He did. I guess I don't know his life story, but he did the writing on Cybermania 94. So in 94, he was doing writing for gaming awards shows. So is it any shock that like 15 years after that, he could pilot his own show? Not really. I think it's a bit, I don't know what his connection was or how he got that job, but merely doing that work and connecting to those people, it's a crazy leg up that other people don't have. So he was already connected in 94 in a very meaningful way. So I don't know. Maybe he just cold called. Maybe he found a job application and applied to it and had a stack of writing samples, and they were like, "This Jeff Keighley kid has ground his way in. Let's use him as a script writer." But I think that's like the crazy thing is he was credited on that. Yeah, he did the Jonathan Taylor Thomas and Leslie Nielsen award show. The only reason I know about it is because he talked about it when we had him on Dude Soup. He was like, yeah, I wrote Cybermania 94, and I was like, what? So I looked up the show and watched it. I was like, holy cow, this is ridiculous.
Welcome to the
I'm gonna get the numbers again.
To determine if your product is included in the current recall, please listen to the following information. The affected toy is the Red Hot Racer miniature car. The affected toys were assembled by a specific subcontractor during a limited time frame. Please look at the underside of the toy and check for a 6-digit
Hey, what's up, Roberto?
code on the base of the car, such as
3255
3255RX. If this code begins with the numbers
3255 and 40 something.
or 46, then your product is included in our recall program. Please store the toy in a safe place and call back within office hours to arrange a refund. Here at Alibi, the safety of the children who play with our toys is of paramount importance to us. We value the trust of the families who have chosen to make our toys part of their lives. And
Did you play every Silent Hill game? No, I played most of them. I didn't play... Oh, there's a chunk. Are you gonna be in LA soon? Nice. Got a DJ gig? Sweet. I don't understand this. I've played most of the Silent Hills. For a long time, my favorite was 2. But I think Shattered Memories is actually my favorite Silent Hill. Yeah, I don't know why it's chunkin'. Chunkin'. Seems to only chunk right there. I mean, Marzard, I don't think you should read too much into a PewDiePie edit of a Jeff Keighley answer, right? Going on PewDiePie's channel? Yeah. Or is it a re-edit, or is it like a solid clip? Hold on.
Alright, well, thanks for sitting down with us, and before you...
Oh wait, no. It's just Pew Pew video games. My bad. Alright, hold on a second. Let's see what Jeff Keighley has to say about this. This is going to be good with Silent Hill ambience in the background. Questions at 52? Okay.
Alright. Alright, well, thanks for sitting down with us, and before you go, do you have any advice out there for aspiring game journalists?
Yeah, I mean, my advice is the same that I tell everyone is, buy Mountain Dew, you buy Doritos, you get a code, you go to doxp.com or doritosxp.com, enter that code.
I see. I see. What are you telling me to do here? Whatever. Huh. Well, I guess the safe will stay shut. Memento ungained. Oh, see ya, Pop-Tart. Yeah, drive safe. Safe journeys. How far into this am I? A fair amount. 5 to 6 hours, I think? Oh, goodness. Sexy mannequin. Wait, I need to stare at it so that the game thinks I'm sex obsessed. You're not gonna say anything, Harry? Oh, okay. Just try opening where it clicks. Yeah, I tried that. It didn't open.
Harry?
Yeah.
Just wanted to let you know I'm okay. John's here, finally. We're going to see if we can find a bite to eat.
I'm glad.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. On my way to 7th Street. Michelle, what happened at the club? What?
Sorry, Harry, you're breaking up. What was that?
Michelle?
Jesus, why didn't it go off before that? Oh no. No. He's in love with her new dog. It's so cold on my windows. Have a sheet of ice on the outside. Oh, Jesus. Where are you, Good Burger? Sounds cold as hell. I'm happy to report that in sunny Southern California it is not that cold. Look at that face. Oh, I looked up the safe. You'll never guess it because it's not a combo. Yeah, I figured it wasn't going to be because the dial didn't turn in any kind of accurate way. I'll see you, dongles. Oh, Denver, it's 4 degrees Fahrenheit out. Jesus. Does it feel cozy inside, at least? God, look at that horrendous frame tearing. Why didn't anyone say anything? Hold on. I think... Oh, that's right. I had it run... I had it, like, borderless. No. Why? Oh, God. I think... Oh, I think this game... I think it auto-saves. What is going on? It won't let me... Huh? I don't know what the fuck's going on. No, I don't... Oh, okay. Keyboard worked. Fuck, it's being... Here, I should... Fuck! Maybe I can just save. Maybe I can save. This is being very weird. Okay, there. Dolphin gets really weird when it comes to like window priority. I think there might be a bug. Like I don't know. It like keeps switching priority to different windows when you're trying to click on one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I launched it and then I made it borderless window with this guy. Yeah, this is the background of a Wii U. Who doesn't know that? This is what Wii U's look like. All right, you gonna grab it, borderless? We gonna do that? There we go. Yeah. That's got it. Now we're playing with VSync. Oh! What a show has hit me with the what a raid. Welcome, everyone. Is there a name for What a Show viewers? What a Show community members? Chartrix? Pat Lots? NFT bros? Crypto bros? What a showers and what a growers? Oh, okay.
Harry?
Yeah.
Just wanted to let you know I'm okay. John's here, finally. We're gonna see if we can find a bite to eat.
I'm glad.
How are you doing?
I'm okay. On my way to 7th Street. Michelle, what happened at the club? What?
Sorry, Harry, you're breaking up. What was that?
Michelle?
Am I against NFTs? I think they're dumb. I don't know if that answers your question. Do the thing. Okay. Let's see this again. Look what I got. She's so cute. She loves me so much and keeps trying to lick my face. I call her Holly. Nothing bad will happen to Holly. That much I know. Backwards on the other side of the shutters. Cool. Oh, What a Show did an NFT episode today. Okay. How many NFTs did they buy? Or mint, I guess. Did they make $75,000 minting and selling NFTs? It's free money. I bet they're rich now. I gotta hit them up. Ask them to buy me something.
So, what was that code again? Yeah, I know you told me. I got a lot to remember.
Ah.
Well, how am I supposed to... Oh, wait. No, I get it. Okay, thanks.
That's cool. 20? 2050? Yeah, okay. Neat. Oh, they use Stan Lee's account to promote NFTs. I mean, I guess I get that he's a kind old man, but like, why is he sainted? He didn't seem like a bad guy, but like, I don't know. Literal defilement of his name. He like sold a bunch of comics and stuff. I don't. I guess I don't get why. What did he do? Did a ton to promote diversity in comics? Okay, all right. I don't think he's a saint. I just think people shouldn't use dead dude to make money. I agree. It happens everywhere, all the time. Feels coming to put words into a dead person's mouth. Yeah, that's pretty scummy. Especially since Stanley probably wouldn't have known what NFTs are. What's going on in this hallway? Where's the ghost? I want my radio to stop freaking out. Or my phone. It's everywhere. Shit. Maybe I have to pick... Maybe this is it. No, I can't pick it up. What is going on? Yeah, that sounds pretty intense, huh? Oh. Okay. Here, I think I can turn that audio down. I think it's here? Oh! Moctezuma has redeemed a VIP or ban. Well, let's find out what your future holds. Let's find out. Uh-oh! Stinky. Someone just watched the channel for so long, saved up so many channel points just to get banned for an entire hour. That's a lot of points. That took a long time, but Moctezuma, this is gonna hurt me. This is gonna hurt me a lot. I thank you a lot. Thank you very, very much for watching the stream as much as you surely have to save up all those points. But unfortunately, the randomization has chosen you to die. To be thrown into the grave unceremoniously. So, thank you again very much for watching, but banned for an hour. Somebody asked if it was rigged. It absolutely is rigged. It is now only 30% chance to get a VIP. I think it got stuck in like maximum static mode. There we go. It was the pizza box.
Yeah, I haven't lifted a finger all afternoon.
Hey, it's Troy Baker again.
You could take photos in there. For marketing. I don't know why they even need to be in there. Why they can't just computer the whole thing or whatever. They weren't real customers. Models and actors, I guess. And the food they showed was like all brought in special. It was sprayed with a spritzer to make it look tasty.
Cool. Yeah, not really rigged. Those are just the odds. Yeah, I mean, I only have so many VIP slots. Somebody was asking what the hell that was. So the only way to get VIP in this channel, the only way, is to save up 250,000 channel points. And then I wrote a script that randomly picks either VIP or ban. This is the side is chopped off? Whatever. It used to be 50-50 shot, but enough people got VIP that I had to start tilting the scales a little bit, making it a little harder. Because I only have so many VIP slots and I don't want to run out. Recycling, yes. Recycling, no. Pots? I'm just gonna throw my propane tank and bricks on the curb.
Nah.
Nabusan, yes, this is a Wii game, although I'm not playing it on a Wii. Because the frame rate and resolution are way higher than a Wii could do. I'm playing it on Dolphin, but I am playing it with a Wii remote. Because being the technical wizard that I am... Actually, I just realized I gotta... Hold on, let me shut this down. There. Get my frames back. Being the technical master that I am, I synced the Wii remote to my PC, and the motion tracking actually works. Unfortunately, the speaker controller does not. The model of Wii remote I have is too old. They haven't figured out how to make Bluetooth audio work. It works flawlessly on newer models of Wii remote for some reason, but this one, it's all crackled and garbled. So, them's the breaks. But what I honestly wanted to do is like hold the model or the Wii remote up to the mic whenever there was audio, because I actually really like the effect of it playing through the remote speaker, but not in the cards, so it just plays through TV speakers. Another profitable day at the mall. Today I bagged myself nice top, memory cards, 2 CDs, a bunch of books, pair of jeans, and 3 DVDs. That's a good haul. Was spotted in the last store by that guard. I looked all innocent and just walked past him, but I think he knew. Interesting. Man, a 4 gigabyte, 2 gigabyte compact flash card. You can store nearly 10 photos on that thing. God, 1 gigabyte? Oh, The Division did an awesome job of that through the PS4 controller? Yeah. There have been some good implementations of controller audio. I mean, I'm playing it right now, so it's foremost on my mind, but I think Shattered Memories did such a good job. It also has the sort of crackly radio mechanic that was in Silent Hill 1. That's how you can tell if you are near hauntings or near monsters. Once Silent Hill turns into Nightmare Silent Hill. The Housewife's Bazaar. Anyway, to resurrect an old topic, to clarify, I was speaking largely out of ignorance about Stan Lee. I'm not familiar with the man or his work, I mean, I've watched Marvel movies and I've read Spider-Man, but I don't know much about like the real person and his actual doings. Cynically, I kind of just assumed that Marvel latched onto him as one of the original characters that they could throw in all the movies. But, you know, that's my ignorance and cynicism talking. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy, for sure. I guess also my cynicism... Whoa, Konami. Oh, wow, look at that photo, though. That's not the original art. That's like that's like an actual photo of 2 beefy boys. Oh, wow, Russian Attack?
Some real classics.
Yeah. I guess my cynicism also is like why it doesn't necessarily surprise me. I mean, Herman Cain's Twitter account lit up, whatever. They own the rights to it. They don't gain anything by being respectful to the dead. They do gain money, maybe, from some crypto bros by tweeting about NFTs, so... Oh! First try. Ooh. Ooh, Cinephone. Better believe I'm calling that number. Thank you for calling Cinephone. To hear times for Spider-Man No Way Home, press 1. To buy a limited edition Stanley NFT, press 2. You win doif? Oh, man.
Welcome to Cinephone. Take a listen to the forthcoming features in your area. Good poison. After the first taste, you're hooked.
It's like nothing you've ever tried before. It's 0 to 60 in a second.
From an early age, Stevie Moss found himself surrounded by bad influences.
Go on, Stevie. Let's get high, then get nasty.
And he made the most of them. A tale of our times. A story about being bad and getting away with it. Audiences across America are getting buzzed on Good Poison. Rated R.
Cool, I want to see that. Let's do drugs and get high. Let's smoke some water. No calories, no fat, just water. And look at these old school prices, huh? Imagine only paying $5 for movie theater popcorn. Popcorn is $8.59 at AMC for a large. Really? I actually think it's way more than that in LA. LA like movie theater snack prices are freaking ridiculous. I wonder if I can look this up. I don't think they post the prices on the website, but it's, yeah. Going to the movies in LA sucks ass. I'm gonna just put that out there, man.
Impressive stats.
There's just so many people that, like, the theaters are usually like dirty because they just cycle like there's only like 3 people working at movie theaters now. The crowds are just real shitty. You can't make it through a single movie without at least 3 people like whipping out their phones to post on Facebook or whatever. Ooh, high definition video, 1080p. Luckily there's an Alamo here, which is the only civilized way to watch a goddamn movie in this town. Brand new KMI R4000 projector achieves 4K resolution. Wow, they do 4K back then. 4,096 pixels horizontal, 2,160 pixels vertical. That's exactly 4 times the pixels of 2K resolution and slightly more than 4 times the pixels of the highest consumer high-definition video, 1920 by 1080. The result is incredibly lifelike picture detail with pixels so small and with such high interpixel gaps, or such small interpixel gaps. They merge together seamlessly to the viewer at normal viewing distances. For example, if you held a credit card up to a screen 27 feet wide, the card would be covered by over 1,000 pixels. With this powerful new technology, seeing really is believing. Imagine seeing Good Poison in 4K. It's kind of wild to think about, like, the TV I have in my living room. The monitor I'm looking at right now is probably higher resolution than a lot of the films I saw when I was younger. Well, no, hold on. That's not true. Like, shot on negative film, it's like a photograph. So it's like got molecular high resolution. Jesus. But the projection, if it's not in focus, or even if it is in focus, like, you can't really translate that to pixels. Damn it, it's stuck. It bugged out again. That's so weird. Oh, okay. Well, that's the film from the intro. That's the menu music, or the menu film. Alright, that's creepy. Yeah, I guess you really can't make a comparison of a projected analog series of photos to a digital image. Maybe you could. You'd have to do it by eye, though. Boomer Doomer. No, I'm playing on PC, but I am using a Wii remote. Miss you, Harry. Easy to forget how good you make me feel, but not tonight. XXX Dahlia. Creepy. Creepy, creepy. I want to bang you, Dahlia. Don't make me bang you, Dahlia, please. Let's see here. Random question. What's your take on Days Gone if you haven't played it? Director said the game sold 9 million in a year and a half and hasn't gotten greenlit for second one compared to Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah, I don't really have an opinion on Days Gone because yeah, I didn't play it. I just think it's bizarre. It's bizarre that the developers are being vocal and trying to like whip up leverage. I kind of like it. I don't think it works very often. There's a couple of times when like developers have tried to whip up positive sentiment to sort of push a publisher's hand. And often it doesn't work out. It's just kind of interesting that somebody under Sony or somebody with a game published by Sony would be sort of publicly calling into question their decision making. Usually that doesn't happen. It's just kind of like one of those quiet things. It's seen as being professional. You gotta just deal with it. Don't make me go into the teen fashion store. Will miss. Which Silent Hill do you think was the best of them? I mean, I kind of talked about it before, but for me, it's this game. I think Shattered Memories is the best Silent Hill. And I'm not trying to be contrarian or like snooty about it. I have my reasons. Yeah, I think this game actually okay, good. I think this game actually executes on a lot of the concepts and gameplay features in Silent Hill exceptionally well. Got that Yamaoka soundtrack too, man. Very complicated drug apparatus? What the fuck? What are you doing here? Why is there a dodo here? I guess it is a pawn shop. Yeah, Green Gobshite. You're not wrong. Those like kind of down-tempo guitars with the sort of smooth, jazzy drum kicks or drum licks. It is rather Twin Peaksy. Rather Twin Peaksy. Can't get the best of me, game. I interacted with the one thing I could interact with and solved your puzzle. Why my flashlight's jiggling around like that? Okay. Huh. A two-headed Ouroboros. Interesting. Can you cash a check for me real quick? Now let's see. See what's going on. Oh, looks like the drawer's empty. Alright. Fresh out of cash. I'll have to go to the bank. Two-tailed? Yeah. Yeah. Why do I have an office here? I play Ultima Online? Actually, yeah. I was able to play it because it didn't require credit card, so I could play the 30-day free trial. But then my parents wouldn't let me use a credit card after that. So I played it for 30 days. And then later on, a few years later,
Is that you?
there were like other shards to play on that weren't official shards, so I played a lot on those.
Sweetie? Who are you?
Harry? Harry?
Oh, is this Dahlia grown up?
How do you know me? Where's Cheryl?
Still at the lighthouse, maybe.
Lighthouse?
What are you doing here, Harry?
Looking for Cheryl. Isn't this my house? Who are you?
You look really good.
I feel like some freezies are coming on.
You?
We're soulmates, you and I. For richer, for poorer. In sickness and in health.
You're my wife?
Whoa. Yep, here comes a freezy. Shit. Need a hot popsicle girlfriend. My face when I finally get a hot frozen girlfriend. You had no idea you could change outfits? So this was said in chat by somebody who knows a bit more about the game than me earlier, but apparently, based on how the game profiles you, it will change your appearance. Hot and frozen. Hot frozen GF. Oh, fuck. Oh, that's a long staircase. Okay, yeah. It's 4 possible outfits besides the one you start in. I'm a bit disappointed in myself because this is the outfit that I got the first time I played the game. I remember him wearing the like kind of Letterman jacket and jeans and stuff and being like, ugh, is this some like return to the womb, return to childhood shit going on? Because it happens when you go to the high school and like, is he like trying to become a high school kid again? And then you run into Dahlia and it seemed like it was just kind of all clicking together. Oh, Game Grumps did all slutty, so everyone was wearing super tiny clothes. Damn! I want the slut run! I think some, maybe some of the... psychiatrist answers I gave might have made me more of an alcoholic than a sex addict.
Shit.
Sure. Why wouldn't that happen? First person falling sequence. What the fuck? I don't like it. Do I want to follow the... Sounds like an argument? Oh, maybe it's just TV. There might be monsters here now. Oh! Oh, no, no, no! Okay. Alright. I guess mirrors are teleporters. Oh, come on. Fuck. We're got repeating doors, it looks like. Oh, this is making you miss Fatal Frame? Well, Cryptic, there is a Fatal Frame available on Switch. It's it was the Wii U one, but I think they ported it. Made in Black Water. And if you think about it, like, gyro aiming is kind of perfect for Fatal Frame. I'm gonna take photos of them ghosts. I played the demo for like 30 minutes, which didn't really get a whole lot done in that time, but... Oh, yes. Fuck you! Where are we going? We gotta follow the lamps? Do it. Kind of picking arbitrary doors. Ugh. Go this way. Can't. Oh. I remember hating these sequences. I like them. I think this is way better than Silent Hill Combat. Silent Hill Combat is usually like janky and slow, and it's not really all that tense. It's just kind of awkward combat animations, like tiny amounts of resource management. Oh jeez. Getting shit twisted. Yeah. Yep. Well, here's your problem. Your room's flipped upside down. Oh, if you start running in circles, which happens fairly easily, it just gets real tedious. I could see that, yeah. If you don't, like, make headway, and if you're just going in loops for 15 minutes, I could see how the tension is worn off. It's just frustrating. Oh. The whole movie again? Yep. Is coming in. Or another chasm, why not? Fuck it. Oh, it's all upside down now. I guess I'm falling out of the... Oh. Wait, there was one photo in there that wasn't the video. I can't tell what that is. Like a crash? Maybe a plane crash? Square. Oh, that's neat. Yeah, cool idea. Nope, didn't get it. Didn't get it. Motion controls. There's lamps everywhere now. 5? Wait, is it going up? How many lights are there? Oh wait, this is the hallway I started in. Okay, alright, alright. Shit. There's ice over this door. Maybe I don't want the ice. Whew. There's ice on that door. Oh, that was an icy door. Damn it. Okay, I think you just have to not go through an ice door, because that seems to reset. But I could be wrong. Fuck. Well, there's only one shelf in this hallway. Oh, I knocked that one over. Maybe the paintings have something to do with it? Hey. Ice door. I don't... ice doors may not be the thing. Maybe I have to count. Let's see here. Right. Oh, right. Right. Straight. Left. Right, straight left. Nope, that... Oh, you can peek. I forgot. You can peek when... without going through. No, they got me? Really? Oh, maybe it's just the motion controls are working. Ah! Ooh! Just punch my desk. Good shit. Okay. Maybe you just can't take the same direction twice. Could have to do with the paintings. Yeah, maybe. Maybe like the direction that they're rotated. Right. Okay, that was a hallway. Definitely saw that. Fuck. Ugh. God, there's so many of them. Fuck, get off! Oh, they got me, I think. Nope, not yet. To the left. Right. Okay. Straight. That. Straight. Right. Fucking shit. Damn, I think, okay, it's cycling. Okay, they got me. Hugged to death. So the paintings are all... Maybe you do go through the ice doors. Also, maybe that has nothing to do with it. Oh, okay, yeah. Had to follow the ice. She loves her daddy.
Sure.
Oh, see ya, Bongo. Sleep well.
This is your room. But you're not in it.
All it cost you was a punch to the desk. Yeah. Oh, no worries, Snake. Have a good night. You playing as Cheryl's dad? Yes.
You know, I think we're getting somewhere. We're all tied up in this marriage thing. Marriage worked a lot better when we didn't live so long. We have phrases like the honeymoon is over to remind us how quickly marriage is sour. You think I'm being cynical? Divorce does that to you.
Yeah.
Come on. You think marriage can really last?
I do.
Should a couple stay together for the kids?
That is a bad idea.
You think it's a bad idea to marry young?
I do.
You think sex becomes stale after marriage?
That's a tough one. I'm gonna say no. Ways to keep it spicy.
You know what? You being such an expert on marriage, you're going to ace my matchmaker test.
This guy's such a fucking snide prick. I love it.
On the table are 6 pictures. All you have to do is sort them into 3 married couples.
I'm gonna flip the script on you, Silent Hill. In a cave? He's got like a he has like a blackout curtain over his window. Okay, like they have the they have like the same couch and they're in the same living room though. Okay, hold on. Wait, how do I... Can I not move them around once they're placed? Oh, there we go. But like some of them are very obviously kind of in the same environment. Like those two and those two.
All finished. Okay. Now tell me which of those couples are still together. I'm joking. You know I'm just trying to provoke you, right? Oh, let's keep going. We're really making progress here.
Harry? Harry? Were you dreaming? Are you okay?
What are you doing here? This place is...
You're home, right? I saw the photos of you in the corridor, you and your family.
How did she get in here?
Cheryl isn't here.
I'm sorry.
The woman said Cheryl was at the Lighthouse.
The Lighthouse closed down years ago.
Now, I need to go there.
John and I can drive you there. We'll take the lake road.
Thank you.
I think the Lighthouse is the last environment. Last, like, area of the game. I think.
So you're Harry. John. Well, don't mind me. I'm sure you two have lots of catching up to do.
John, don't be silly.
No one in Silent Hill can drive, turns out.
Nice car you got, John. I always wanted one of these. But when Cheryl was born, we graduated to the family car club. Trunk space wins out over engine size.
I'd swap the car for a family any day. Though I'm happy enough with just John for now.
Cut it out, Michelle.
Huh?
It's embarrassing.
I'm not embarrassed. Don't mind me.
This isn't how I wanted things to go.
It's not Harry's fault.
Nothing to do with Harry. I mean this. Us. I wanted to make things clear. I wanted to do things right.
What are you saying?
This reunion, this weekend. I wanted to come see you to talk things through.
Talk? About our relationship?
This is the most awkward Uber ride.
Michelle, there is no relationship.
That's Michelle.
Please, don't do this. Not now.
If not now, when? Where? Christ, Michelle, I've been trying to do this for months, but you don't want to hear it. Now we have a witness, maybe you'll listen.
You're just tired. You're not thinking right. It's been too long since we've been together.
No, Michelle. I was hoping to do this right, but I need to do it. We've been running on empty for a long time. Living on fumes. It isn't a relationship, it's a courtesy.
If I still love you, it can't be over.
It is. You don't love me. You love the John in your head.
Please.
I can't listen to this. I can't do this anymore.
Dude, what about my ride? Bro!
John!
He's wearing like a short sleeve skirt. Scoot up here. Wish I could drive myself the rest of the way to the lighthouse. Free car? Oh. Everything one invents is true. That's a cool phrase. I like that phrase. Yeah, I don't know why I said short sleeve skirt as opposed to all the long sleeve shirts. Lighthouse Cove. Cool.
Nowhere else to go.
Right. There's only one logical thing to do. Run into the sewer. Oh, there's the lighthouse. Lighthouse. Something that indicates direction, gives you clarity in a fog. Perhaps there we'll find truth. This game came out before BioShock, FYI. Wait, did it? Yes. Did it? No, I don't think it did, actually. Wait. No, it didn't. Okay. BioShock was what, like 08? And this was 2010? Would be Silent Hill without a big rusty sewer. Oh, 07, okay. Now you are a big daddy? I've been a pretty big daddy this whole time. Oh, this was 09, okay.
Hey.
Dahlia, what...
I don't want to talk about it. Not over the phone.
What happened last...
I'll see you soon.
Alright, okay. Okay. BioShock 07 with Mass Effect, Halo, and Assassin's Creed. Yeah, it was sort of the... It was the year when everyone's HD projects, like Gen 7 projects, landed. And it was all the kind of the new big franchises that people were inventing to carry them through the increased cost of HD game development. Frustratingly, those are still the franchises that are running today. I guess that's not frustrating, but it's just weird that there hasn't been there hasn't been a season of new IP generation since. Because once they piloted those out, now they got them. Just use them forever. 1998 was the previous big year.
Cheryl?
I think it was pretty big. That was like Half-Life, Mario 64, I think.
No, sweetie,
It's not safe. Please don't come.
I'll say this, like, I feel like 07 was kind of the last year that AAA was willing to try a lot of new stuff, because there was like no market data, there was nothing. The game wasn't as refined as it is now. The game meaning like games marketing and games funding and stuff like that. So companies know what people want now, and they know how to refine those products to be very palatable. That was a really exciting time because there were still risks being taken in high budget spaces, but people kind of zeroed in on reducing the risk, which reduced the volatility. I loved the volatility. Assassin's Creed 1 was awesome. I loved the real life stuff. I loved how like slow it was, because it was original and daring. It came from creative vision instead of market testing data, focus data, that sort of thing. Now every game is like very safe, it feels like, or every AAA game, as it ought to. Not as it ought to be, but I understand the market forces that collude to create that. Oh. Memories untaken? How can we make this bland enough for everyone? Yeah. Yeah. So that everyone has a good time. The goal, I mean, with high budget, it makes sense. The goal isn't to like try something new. It's to satisfy as many people as possible.
changed a bit.
Like us.
Have you seen the lake? Come on, let's go.
Did you say there's a AAA out there that really tried to do its own thing in the last couple of years? Death Stranding.
Hey, wait up!
Kind of the only one. And people have difficulty seeing past the Kojima-ness of it. But Death Stranding truly was like unique, and that Kojima was able to get a AAA budget for whatever he wanted. That's rare. That's rare that like a game director is willing to use their clout to get a big budget to make something that's not a safe bet. And I loved it for that. Death Stranding had all the feelings of like a really good 07 AAA game. And I'm for, you know, you can think about Kojima whatever you like, but I think he deserves a ton of credit for his first independent production, doing something that is original, is a big creative risk, and he made and shipped it in 3 years, maybe 4, maybe like 3.5, but still, new IP, like new studio, had to hire a new crew. Oh yeah, Ken Levine's new game is in dev hell. That should have been known. I don't understand why this is a big revelation. He hasn't shipped anything in 6, 7 years, 8 years. That means it's in development hell. Like it's just a transitive property kind of thing. Yeah, new engine. So just on the fact sheet of it, there aren't many game directors that can do that. There aren't many game directors that can ship a new IP in 3 years, regardless. But to have it be not only a new IP, but a new concept in a game. You know, whatever, the Strand system, I could take or leave, but the fact that it was like a walking simulator. I am really excited for Slitterhead, yeah. I'm excited for something new with like a AA budget. I think that's the most practical thing you can expect. And I'm just glad that like Japanese creators are getting budget again. Some of them are. Almost 1 million years ago, glaciers, 6,000 feet thick, covered most of the eastern coast of the United States. As these gigantic ice formations clawed their way across the continent, they gouged huge holes in the earth. The melting ice filled these with water and created the Great Lakes that we know today. The first Europeans to see Lake Toluca were German traders and explorers in the 1600s. It was Jan Heinrich who first mapped the lake and surrounding area, calling it Bodensee. It was later named Lake of the Foul Water, or Lake of the Puants, after the people who occupied its shores. Oh, that's right, Decima. Well, so Decima, the engine existed, but it's not like the staff he had was like trained on it or anything like that. But they probably got a lot of help. New engine doesn't mean it was a new engine. It just meant it was new for them to work with, I guess. Spaceman AT, thank you for the sub. They use it for pachinko. I want to play one of those pachinko games. Imagine playing a slot machine, a Metal Gear Solid slot machine, because that sounds dope as hell. I love dumb, loud slot machines. Oh boy, this has got to be a puzzle. Schooner Miranda sailed from the shore on November 14th, 1869, capsized in the winter storms. She was lost with all hands. This plaque is dedicated to their memory. You must love pinball. I don't know. Pinball's weird because, well, you know what? Yeah, now that I think about it, pinball really is that kind of experience. It's random, it's chaotic, it's fast, it's loud, it's shiny. I don't know, there's just something about playing pinball and have the ball just course right down the middle. I just can't stand it. Which is stupid because, like, if you're playing a slot machine, you're basically playing to lose anyway. So yeah, it's just a weird mental block I have. I don't know, pinball's interesting. I've thought a lot about pinball, actually. Like the mechanics of it and the design of it. Pinball's really interesting. It was also kind of the proto-video games. Pinball existed in that short window before full-on arcade games existed. Gotta tilt the machine? Yeah. It took me a long time to understand that tilt was an expected mechanic. That's why you get a few of them for free. Because when the ball's starting to angle like that, you do have to smack the fuck out of the machine to get the ball back on a flipper. The only pinball game that I've like really grew to learn was 3D Space Cadet Pinball in Windows. I played that a lot, mostly because I didn't have a lot of games back then. That's when I kind of started to understand pinball. I was like, oh, there's actually progression in this game. Like there's objectives and goals you have to like. Oh. Journeys end in lovers' meeting. Can you not look through it? It's just been for the rain. Do you own any pinball machines? No. Before I would buy a pinball machine, I think I would get like a DDR cabinet or something. And even then, it would... It's tough for me to buy big, bulky things. I played Zen Pinball quite a bit. On Xbox. It was fun to try to get achievements and stuff. At least it gave me a little more framework. Oh, Chaotic Good. Thank you for the Prime.
Pre-booked drinks. We're sorry, but a frozen Lake Toluca is not a good place to be.
Huh. Just build a DDR cabinet? I mean, I did build a wood, metal, and plexiglass DDR pad. It was heavy as shit. I soldered it onto a Microsoft Sidewinder so that I could use it on Stepmania on my PC.
Hey.
It's over, John and me. I don't think he's loved me for a long time. I was in love with an idea of this person. But that wasn't
Remember
John.
you bragging about it on Funhouse? I was proud of that.
Waste. You know, I should have realized when he said he wanted to be a lawyer. You're still headed for the lighthouse?
Yeah.
You'll need a boat to cross the lake. They often moor at the jetty behind the amusement park. Head through the alley out back, you'll see it. I used to go there with John. I doubt it's as exciting as I remember it.
Was it true that I got burned, or was that a joke?
Sure you wanna go
my dad did burn something, but it wasn't that.
feels
I built an entertainment center in junior high woodshop class that I used to kind of hold my TV and game consoles and cartridges and stuff. And like after I'd gone to college for like a year, my dad like busted it up with a hammer and then burned it. Which is weird because that wood was treated. It had like stain and varnish on it. But okay. Oh.
We're getting deep in it now. I can almost taste it. All this talking, and we still haven't touched on the sex thing.
He burned it in a fireplace. I should qualify. He didn't burn it out of pure spite. He burned it for cozy heat, I guess. Did he need the firewood?
It's you.
No. I mean, he had firewood, but...
Obsessed with not having sex. Come on, let's have some fun. See the pictures on the table? I want you to divide them up. The ones you think are a sexual symbol go on the left. The ones that aren't, the right.
Right? Oh, interesting. That's a vagina. That's... I don't read that in there. That is... I mean, it's got a bit of a clitoris on it, but... Yeah, we're gonna go with that. Ooh, a skull? A face? That's sexual, though? No. These look like ovaries, but upside down. So, there. That is a bug. No. That is a vagina, for sure.
Done? Good. Of course, the constant partner of sex, the other side of the same coin, is... death.
Oh.
Sex is death. It's a leap into the void, the great loss of self, the tiger in space.
What?
A plea for annihilation. To deny sex is to deny death itself.
Gotta find a different therapist.
You know, people who are getting enough don't need analysis.
This guy fucking rules.
Are not getting enough.
You wouldn't be here if you were getting laid.
Let's see this through to the end.
See, this game is very sexual, and given that it's about a father and daughter, I don't know. I don't think it's explicit, but again, we'll just see. Just remember all this for the ending, because the ending really does sort of change things. Oh jeez, very Silent Hill 3. That like the first area I remember is like a shitty no, it's like a mall, right? But then it's a carnival. I mean, I kind of get where he was going with like sex is the opposite of death because it's a life-creating activity. Don't make me go in there, man. Yeah. I said tiger in space. Yeah, that's a bit of a ride. That's a bit to unpack there. I feel like I've got my shit together more than the therapist does. The dragon. Always chasing it. Hey, what's up, King Mongoose?
Kids love the magic show.
Everyone loves the magic show. My therapist said, dude, you just got to get laid. I'd probably walk out of the office and never come back. But what if it was a test? What if he was profiling you to see how you react?
They got it covered.
I think I called 911 before. They just tell you to stop calling after a while. Yeah. Ah, perfect.
Lakeside Amusement Park is closed at present. The safety of our young guests is something we care deeply about.
Oh.
We recommend that visiting children be dressed in bright clothing, making them easier to spot should they become separated from their family. If your children have a special amusement park outfit that they wear for trips out, it will be easy for you to recall what they are wearing in the event they become lost and you are panicked or confused.
Oh dear, this is where the home video was taken. Hey, what's up, Velvet Distortion? How's it going? It's going very, very well.
Milady, I hope you are unharmed from your brush with death.
Dad.
Oh, that ferocious dragon. You were almost consumed. Such a hideous beast.
Dad, it's just a painting. It's not real. Stop being silly. You embarrassing your daughter again.
Yeah, I'm just, I've wanted to play through this game again for a very long time. So, enjoying the heck out of it. I'm glad I got it running. But this is actually going to be the last stream I do for a couple days here. Because I have some birthday celebrations coming up. My own, in fact. Tomorrow I'm writing for Inside Games. That takes about half the day, and then a bunch of other celebration things. I'm gonna go to a skating rink. I'm gonna go to a gun range. I'm gonna go to an arcade. I'm gonna have some friends over to play Rock Band. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna drink my annual Four Loko. Maybe this one should be... I feel like watermelon. Watermelon is always a good one. Grape is pretty good, but man. Eve. As in Adam and? Huh. Grape 4 Loco's iconic. I know that I found a good stream audience when they are agreeing with my flavors instead of chastising me for drinking garbage. I've been so good on my diet lately. Let me tell you guys something that I already knew. Wait, hold on. That staticky thing is the yeah, that's the photo board. Not smoking weed actually makes it really easy to stick to a diet. Let's throw that out there. Oh, there was a load? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, thank you, Dr. Sinoir. Olela Ano. Hope I got somewhere close to it. Thank you very much. Annual 4 Loco is the greatest thing I've ever heard. The thing that I have yet to do is to get a 4 Loco and actually put a birthday candle on top. But, one of these days, one of these years. Not drinking as well. I'm not drinking this year till I hit 200 pounds. Man, nice call, nice call. I mostly gave up drinking just because it was time. You know, I'm getting older, and I really want to hit certain fitness goals that just aren't possible if I'm putting that shit in my body. And my body was sending me increasingly firm signals that it was time to put it down. So, but yeah, like putting the weed down actually has helped me end the day without the hunger pangs that I normally get. So that's good. It's actually pretty easy to go the day on 16 or 1700 calories. Yeah, it's wild in my own life to see the difference, just how much easier it is to manage a diet without being under emotional duress or having like trauma to process.
Please remain inside your carriage. This ride has been temporarily halted due to a gap in the tunnel.
Since when did a little privacy want to kiss?
Man, she really doesn't want to kiss. Boy. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay, so I guess Cheryl was in the tunnel, huh? Yeah, I haven't done THC Tuesday in a while. I don't know. I don't think it makes for better streams, to be honest. It's a fun gimmick, but I don't think it makes me a better, more fun streamer. I'm just slower. Just slower, not as responsive. I mean, I guess there's a couple things that might make a person actually better at it. Oh. Am I entering my straight edge arc? Only because I want abs. I need those abs. 2022 is the year of abs. I've gone long enough without abs. It's time to have them.
I'm sorry. I ruined your ride. I'm sorry if I ruined everything.
It's not ruined.
You're the reason Mommy and Daddy are breaking up.
Those swans pack a mean peck.
They do?
Yeah, like this.
Thank you, Marazard. I appreciate that. Your viewers would have you covered on THC Tuesdays? Well, yeah, then in that case, it's the viewers can go as hard as they want. For real, skating brought my abs back in full force. Yeah, it's a lot of core to kind of keep your upper body because you're always kind of moving your legs, and you have to use your core to pull your legs up and kind of pull your legs in. A lot of hips and butt too. Skating rules. I like skating a lot. I miss it. I'm really excited to go skating again. I'm hoping that the music they have playing is like, I hope they have a pretty choice DJ. I think the song I will always associate with skating, and this is definitely an artifact from growing up in Texas, is Georgia Satellites. Man. I don't remember they only had one song, but when they would play that, the whole place would just light up. Mine is that Cher song, what, Life After Love? God, what is the name of that Georgia Satellite song? That's so stupid. Yeah, there's a lot of good core exercises in Ring Fit, that's for sure. I mean, that's how you block. Keep your hands to yourself. There we go. Yeah, that's it, Captain. That's exactly it. That's where I first heard B-52s and Blondie, and that was like my only exposure to music before Tony Hawk's Pro Skater came out. I was going to the skating rink.
To take your call right now. The Silent Hill Conservation.
That's where you heard Alanis Morissette.
Our natural public spaces. We will arrest and prosecute any persons found distributing, carrying, or using illegal substances. Likewise, visitors to our forests, lakes, and parks will find that drunkenness or similar behavior will not be tolerated. Our natural havens are not outside the eye of the law.
Oh, I didn't know they were from Georgia. Huh. Man, I wouldn't have thought that. They don't sound very Southern rock. No, I guess they have some songs that, yeah, now that... Man, I'm thinking now, I'm thinking. Disco lived on in skating rinks? Yeah, yeah. REM is also Georgia? Jeez, man. Georgia's out here helping out the music scene. I mean, they have been for a long time. The music culture in Georgia has always been outrageous. Oh, geez. No, no. This is distressing.
Harry, I thought you'd turn up.
Why?
It's party time, and I'm the party queen. Help yourself to refreshments.
What is this place?
It's a boat. It's like a car, but goes on water. We float this baby out into the middle of the lake, and we can do whatever we like. No one to tell us what to do.
I need to get to the lighthouse.
Well, it can do that too. For a price.
My daughter is there. I need to be there.
Harry, always with the weight of the world on his shoulders. I remember when you were a fun-loving guy.
We're talking about my daughter, damn it!
Okay, okay.
All the windows are taped up? Creepy.
We'll be at the lighthouse in about 20 minutes. It's a slow boat.
You know what's happening to me.
I know a lot of things.
You don't know the half of it. I've seen you die. I've seen a woman with the same name twice your age. She said she was my wife. Every step I take, Cheryl gets further away.
But now she's at the lighthouse. Nowhere else to go.
Who are you, Dahlia?
I already told you. I'm the lay of your life. Your salvation and your curse. I taste sweet, don't I?
Oh. Don't do it, Harry. Oh, Breezy. But now she's old. Oh, I'm back in the bedroom. Okay. Do I get a new shirt? Do I get a sexier shirt? The gamer goo too much for her. All right, this is kind of like peak dad view. I need a mustache and like sunglasses and a big old camera around my neck. Yeah, time to hit the beaches. Let me yank my socks all the way up to my shins. Slide those bad boys into a pair of sandals and hit the beach. Yeah. Yeah, I remember the sequence being pretty incredible.
Harry, come back.
Sorry. It's too late now.
I love you, Harry.
I'm sorry.
Oh, what does it mean? Okay, what's up, Isoru? Or Soru. Like you just got pipes around the name. Or is it Isorui? Little Cheryl. No, that's Dahlia, who I definitely didn't just have sex with. Very much not related to me in any way. Not really no option, I just gotta run. What if you have to die here? I can't quite remember. Just realized Shattered Memories was the first live game I ever watched streamed on Justin TV probably 12 years ago exactly. Oh man, that's crazy. Ugh. I think you have to go down here. There's really no other option. Yeah, they're not letting me shake them off. This one's not going anywhere. Jesus. Yeah, they just hug and pet you, which is really cool. Now even they freeze over? Yeah, I remember having to swim. I remember that part. 'Cause yeah, I remember there being like a motion control thing where you gotta do this business. Oh yeah, and you can like stop and look down. I'm gonna guess that this is probably feedback. Oh wait, I would guess this is feedback on how the game profiled you, but maybe it's just like evidence of what's actually going on. So, a dad holding up Cheryl. Use them as floaties. This is, I guess, Harry leaving the mom. With a bottle on the nightstand. Yeah, I am emulating this, but I am using a Wii remote And I'm using, hold on a second, because this is stupid. I'm using a Wii U gamepad in Wii mode as my sensor bar, because it's actually a really convenient sensor bar, and it's kind of made to be used in closer proximity than an actual sensor bar, which has the lights further apart because it's supposed to be across the room. If I use an actual sensor bar at my desk, it's too close. Okay, and then there was a crash, which ostensibly was the beginning of this game. So Harry left. I don't know if we have a name for Sybil's mom. That's not a lighthouse. What's that? You like that swap though, when you look down and then they changed it out? That's cool. Oh, Dahlia was the... Almost made it.
You're not stopping me.
I'm not here to stop you. I didn't have to fish you out of the water, did I?
Stop talking! You can't talk me out of this!
I'm not here to stop you. I pulled your file at the station. I told you that, right? If you're telling the truth, this doesn't make sense. But I think you are telling the truth. I believe you think you're Harry Mason. Hell, I believe you are Harry Mason. But Harry Mason was killed in a car crash 18 years ago. You want answers? I guess they're waiting in there.
That's the lighthouse?
Nothing's quite what you expect, is it? I'm gonna stick with my gut from now on. Would have saved us both a lot of trouble. Hope this works out for you.
Lighthouse Clinic. Oh, the police lady has a slutty outfit. Damn, I got to do a slutty run for sure. Kind of hear like the radio tones in the background, that like high chime. Yeah, thank you, Lootbox.
This is going nowhere. I'm spelling it out, but you're not listening. Your troubled school days? How you're conflicted about marriage? Your denial of death? The unfounded guilt? Abnormal sexuality? 18 years of denial. A whole universe of fantasy in that thick skull of yours. A skull teeming with agents of repression. Blind children clutching photos in the dark. Pale freaks goggle-eyed from watching home movies on loop. The term is complicated grief. But it's simple, isn't it? A young girl. Her parents don't get along. She blames herself, as all children do. Then daddy dies. What's a girl to do? Deny that daddy died. Deny who daddy was. What 7-year-old actually knows who their parents are anyway? So she obsesses and obsesses over this fantasy dad propping up her make-believe with scraps of a happy life that never was, scraps of a father who never existed. Wake up! Your dad wasn't a hero. Wasn't your knight in shining armor. He was a human being. You never knew him, and you never will. The dad walking around in your head isn't even a ghost. He never existed. A Frankenstein's monster, a child's fantasy. But you're alive. Your mother is alive. She's not the monster you make her out to be. You need to live your life, Cheryl.
You've been with me for so long.
I always will be.
So yeah, you are actually Cheryl. And the entire game is basically your mental projection of Harry trying to find you because you can't deal with the fact that he left your life. And that's why the way that you act influences the game, because it's all up here. It's just a mental projection, which is the whole thing about Silent Hill. Like, that's the whole gimmick of the game. Oh, it's so smart. Also, the freezing, like going to Nightmare Silent Hill, is her defense mechanism. Every time she gets close to realizing that Harry's dead or isn't there, the whole world freezes over and stops her from realizing that, so... Oh, I was just like, God! Oh, Jakes, thank you for the cheer.
You'll be careful.
Sure.
Harry.
We've said enough. Let's just... Sweetie, don't film this. You know this has nothing to do with you, right? Even though Mom and Dad don't love each other anymore, we both love you. And we always will. Come on.
Yeah, you play as him in the first one. But the first one kind of veers away from that, ends up being more about like the cult and stuff. Okay, this is when they give you the whole assessment of your playthrough. And once you kind of know that's the framing device of the game, when you go back and think on a lot of stuff, and how it's like sort of a projection of the daughter's vision of her father, it really reframes a lot of stuff, especially the way that he interacted with Delilah. I guess he was imagining, or she was imagining, their relationship when they were younger. But the fact that they say that Delilah had the same name as the daughter, I thought it was like borderline, like that obsession kind of almost bordered on like weird sexual stuff of like an absentee father.
Deep in the night, you think everything's
like she wanted to be her mom and be the woman that would keep him in their life and in the family, and part of that is sexual.
Something is telling you nothing can change where
I think that's part of it. I think that's in there. I think that's in there a little bit. Anyway, that was my interpretation, Captain.
of a child, innocence is gone, only fear.
Oh, the Electra complex?
Faces are changing, but nothing is changing the pain.
Doesn't mean it is. I think there's enough in the game to at least leave that option open, though. Yeah, sounds on brand for a Silent Hill game. I think it's certainly in scope for a Silent Hill game. But I think the game is intentionally vague about some things. They'll leave it open to interpretation.
More breath sends me further back.
Lousy in bed? Yeah, gross. Imagine a goddamn therapist saying that about a, 17 or 18-year-old client. What happened when Harry and that woman had sex on the boat? Possible interpretation. She knew that she was getting close to realizing the truth, aka losing her dad again, and she wanted to hang on to the idea of him doing what she thought a woman had to do to keep a woman in her life. Oh, there's a lot of Chinese development in this. I didn't know that.
No one can help if the angels refuse to come here.
That was the good ending, though? That's the ending I always got. That's the same ending I got the first time I played.
Lay by your side, something in my room. Never mind the reason. Visions are lying and reasons just live to survive. This time, the cold.
This same vocalist did another track with Yamaoka that was so good. I think it was 4? Here's a lullaby to close your eyes. I don't care enough for you to die. Oh, it's one of the less horny endings. Oh. Here, my take on the sexual bit happening is that Cheryl's mind, she's forcing her dad and mom to return to that high school/college age where they got on a boat and boned down because they were so into each other then. It's a way for Harry to remain in her life. The ending you got is called the Lost Love ending, where Harry and Dahlia simply split up before Harry passed. There's an aliens and a dog ending and a horny ending and I think one other maybe. Oh man. Yeah, maybe I'll read into it and see if I can get. Oh. So she invented a story about all the weird leftover trinkets. Oh, Room of Angel. Yeah. The other endings are just Harry being actually just a piece of shit. I have seen personally more than once, bizarrely, women who get treated very poorly by their fathers, but then idolize them later. Like they have to believe the best because they can't accept that their dad was actually a piece of shit. Like situations where people have been abused, but then they're like, no, my dad was the best. And that's why that's why this game was like shit. This game goes to places, goes real places. And is actually a pretty believable psychological phenomenon. It's called denial. It's a form of denial. Yeah. I would guess it's so specific and oh, okay, it just starts over. Yeah. Is there anything like New Game Plus anything? No. So now, this is something that this is something I found before. One of my earlier, since I was talking about game journalism earlier. After I played this game, I was writing for a volunteer blog at the time, but I used those credentials to reach out to Climax and actually talk to them about the game. And here was a Word doc that was last saved on February 12th, 2010. That is a transcription of the interview that I did. So now I'm going to skim it and see if there's anything interesting in here. Because I skimmed it before and I was like, oh crap, no, this is spoilery. Let's see here. Anyone who spent a reasonable amount of time with Silent Hill Shattered Memories, and especially those who have finished it, have more questions than answers concerning the game's story and characters. Exercising all the freedoms that writing for a website can afford, I took these questions straight to the source for answers, direct from the main man, Shattered Memories producer Tom Hewlett.
You're early.
God, that writing's terrible. Warning, this following article contains frank and open discussion of the game's story and characters. Do not read if you haven't yet completed the game. Let's see here. If you finish the story and find out that Cheryl is the one in the psychiatrist's office, is the implication that the game is Cheryl's narration. If the story you're seeing is the story she's telling to the psychiatrist, answer, that's certainly one way to view it. It's Silent Hill, so anything can happen. It could also be that Harry is like Maria in Silent Hill 2. The town has given shape to this figure, so he would represent the ideal, given life to explore the town, whereas real Harry was this other person. That's neat. The interesting thing is, at times, the game is a projection of Cheryl's desires or fantasies, some of the time. At other times, it seems like it's occurring in reality. You'll have Cheryl imagining her father as the game analyzes the player, being obsessed with alcohol or women or whatever. But on the same hand, you'll have the characters in the story telling Harry that he's already dead. Hold on a second, let me pause the emulation here.
I've read your notes.
Boop. I'm curious. Those two seem at odds, and they butt heads inside the story. Is that an intentional conflict, or are these little bits of reality starting to erode at the fantasy Cheryl has created? Answer. It's definitely an intentional duality, and it goes back to the old games where you're in this hellish world where everything is melting around you and there are monsters. And you'll come across a character that doesn't see any of that. So are they real? Are you real? Are you imagining things? Did they exist? You have no idea. We kept that theme with Shattered Memories as the central core of everything, so that Michelle could be a girl you meet that you went to school with, or you could meet that went to school with your daughter, or Michelle could be this projection that Cheryl has because she saw Michelle with her dad when she was little, or Michelle could be a symbol for something from Harry's past. There are many ways to interpret a character. Hopefully when people play it with their profile, they feel connected to that version of the game. Why is there a diamond? I don't want to click on it. They can draw their conclusions based on what they saw. Cool. All right, my question. So is there a legitimate canon idea for who represents what? Is it intentionally crafted such that any character could mean a variety of things to any player based on how they see it? Answer, we definitely have multiple things each character can mean. Not like mean to everyone, but like I said, Michelle could mean this thing or another thing. Certain profiles will lead them one way or another. For example, in one, Dahlia is clearly Harry's wife, or past Harry's wife, or something. In another profile's dialogue, she basically says, I know of Cheryl, like someone he's seeing on the side. There's a little bit of ambiguity to things. We are not quite sure what that means. All right, next question. I was going to ask about Dahlia. I imagine that out of all the characters in Shattered Memory, she's probably invoking the most questions. I was going to ask, is Dahlia supposed to be Cheryl's mother? She'll talk about knowing Cheryl and Harry, but is always very resistant to talk about their history, which implies something bad happened. Then there's that one point where you walk in on Dahlia and she's much older, and it's almost like the timelines match up, but then when you get to the end of the game and see who is presumably Cheryl's mother, it doesn't look like Dahlia. I was going to ask, is Dahlia Cheryl's projection of her mother? I assume the answer will be something like, it could be, maybe. That actually surprised me. We weren't ever thinking along those lines. As soon as people begin the game, they begin this whole Cheryl's in love with her father and she's projecting herself as her mother. Yeah, that was my thought too, as I just said. Answer, I guess it's valid since so many people feel that way. And maybe Climax slipped that one under my radar, but I never thought that until I read it online. It's interesting. Silent Hill at work, I suppose. So even the producer was like, that wasn't anything that I thought. So that's interesting. That's really interesting. So maybe I'm reading too much into it. And the fact that next question, the fact that that can happen is the mark of a successful Silent Hill game. People can take it and think about it, come up with ideas that are different. The fact that it plays on a person's ideas about relationships and stuff like that. Maybe these theories that Cheryl is in love with her dad say more about the players than the game. Answer, or next line from Hewlett. One of the interesting things about Dahlia, or one of the things she brings up that a lot of people haven't noticed about the game, is that it actually follows the exact course of the original Silent Hill. After the school, you have the church where you meet Dahlia. You find out that she's Cheryl's mother, through Cheryl, though Cheryl was a girl named Alessa. And then in Shattered Memories, after the school, you have the church, where you meet Dahlia, who turns out to be Cheryl's mother. You can trace both games that way. They sync up really nicely. It's always really funny when I read comments that say Shattered Memories is nothing like the original game. They're totally different. They only have a couple of character names. It's like, well, yeah, they're really similar. Look at these similarities. People haven't noticed that. They may want to replay it to check it out. This is interesting because I was so resistant to the idea that this was a remake of Silent Hill 1. And here the producer's like, no, it is. Like, we did that on purpose. My next line. Speaking of similarities to Silent Hill, like you were saying before, you guys dropped out all the story about the cult. Personally, I can understand why, because that was never one of my favorite parts about the games anyway. I'm interested why you guys made that decision. Yeah, no, I remember, Captain. I still don't, it just doesn't feel like the same game. But yeah, the creators are here saying that it is. So we're hearkening back to the Silent Hill 2 idea that the game you play is in the head of the main character or reflects their inner person. Oh, Bruce, thank you for the raid. Hello, Gooses. Just to give you guys a bit of background here, I just finished Silent Hill Shattered Memories, which is unfortunate because I'm talking about spoilers now, but whatever. And I am... when I played this game back in the 2010s, I actually did an interview with the game's producer. So you can see the date stamp on the file is 2010. So I'm reading through an interview that I did over a decade ago about this game now that I finished it. So spoilers for a 12-year-old game, I guess, but that's kind of what I'm in the middle of. Yeah, old as hell, exactly, Spirits. So this is some deep games journalism, but I think this is really good companion information for the game, and I really, really like Shattered Memories. It's my favorite Silent Hill. So I got the good ending, apparently. If anything in Silent Hill can be good. But yeah, basically reading through the transcript of the interview, and I actually have the audio here as well.
At the central core of everything, so that, you know, Michelle could be the girl you meet in the high school who went to school with your daughter.
Kind of sounds like a Silent Hill phone call, doesn't it? Spoilers for your own interview. Spoilers for the game. The game. Cloudless One, thank you for the Prime. Oh yeah, oh god. Battlefield cuts down so well on Insight Games, and Chelsea is just killing it with the edits. She's doing so much good comedic work with the sound bites she puts in. God, it makes me laugh every time. Hear people scream and thwomp into a wall or something like that. Yoda, thank you for the resub. Ooh, Kindred Hunter, thank you for the sub as well. This game was really good. Blissfully Unaware, thank you. Let's see here. We're harkening back to Silent Hill 2. So basically, I asked about the fact that Shattered Memories, despite the game being an intentional remake of Silent Hill 1, which again, I for some reason was very, very resistant to. I kind of asked about, okay, well, it doesn't have any of the cult subplot. So the answer is we're harkening back to the Silent Hill 2 idea that the game you play is in the head of the main character or reflects their inner person. That game wasn't really continuing the story of Silent Hill 1. It was more seen through this character. The first thing we thought when we were redoing the first game was, what can we change? What can we make different? If we did the first Silent Hill more similar to Silent Hill 2, where it's not about these outside forces, it's about this inner world. The cult didn't fit into that idea, and the cult's been featured in so many games that we wanted to see where else we could go with it, which is just like, just the right approach. Just occurred to me that the Silent Hill game cycle, there was the team that made 1 and 3, and the team that made 2 and 4. It seemed to me that the team that made 1 and 3 were very focused on the story of Silent Hill with the cult and all that. The team that made 2 and 4 were more of the Shattered Memories approach. Then you have what you could call 5 and 6 that continue that back and forth. That probably wasn't intentional, but I guess that means the next Silent Hill will be back to pyramid heads everywhere and rusted metal grates. And then he said, the response is, I hope not, rust pyramid-headed nurses. Yeah, there was concern about Silent Hill just becoming a thoroughly commodified horror property. And that it loses all of its cerebral aspects. Oh yeah, Datnade. Chelsea puts in the Mario wing cap whenever somebody's using the squirrel suit. It's so good. Whenever there's a wingsuit person and you hear the Mario flying music in the distance. Such a good gimmick. Oh my gosh, Chelsea's such a good editor. I am so blessed that we started working together. Let's see here. So instead of the traditional Nightmare Silent Hill, if you can even call it that, where you have bleeding walls and stretched out tanning flesh around, you guys went with ice. Was this a thematic decision? Was it technical? Was it easier to render ice? What were all the artistic and thematic ideas behind using ice instead of the traditional Nightmare Silent Hill? Early on, we were still, and this is the answer, early on we were still thinking what we could do on the Wii. We thought that you would always see Silent Hill in the same season. There's no differences to the town. It would be interesting to see what the snow would do to the area and how scary it would be in the snow. When we pitched it to Climax and they linked onto that idea, we thought the original game was snowing out of season. So let's see here. When we pitched it to Climax and they linked onto that idea and thought the original game was snowing out of season, so if we're reimagining the original game, we could take that further. Did Silent Hill 1 have snow? I just remember being foggy as hell, just because the PS1 couldn't render open world stuff. See ya. Have a good night, Good Burger. Yeah, I'm going to finish reading this and I'm going to wrap up. So, The effects programmers were excited to render all the snow, which turned out very well. I agree. It actually looks great. And that, combined with my favorite idea from the other games, that everyone sees a different nightmare world. In Silent Hill 2, you meet a girl named Angela who sees a fiery world, and at one point you end up seeing the world through her eyes, so there's a cool scene with that. I always liked the idea, but each game basically figures the same rusty world. I wanted to explore what that wood could be. Typo probably. Because the rusty world isn't scary anymore. We all know what it looks like. We all know these chain link fences we've been walking on. We know that there's going to be flesh on them. We all know there's going to be fire beneath it. Climax took the snow concept and said, okay, it's snowing outside. Maybe the nightmare world could be this icy hell. Very lonely, and you're isolated, and we can do cool ice effects. Pretty much every factor entered into making the nightmares, and hopefully in future games we can do even more different nightmare scenes. There's a lot of scary things out there to explore. Oh, that would be so cool. Oh, is AGDQ streaming Silent Hill right now? Doing Downpour? Ah, that's awesome. I never finished Downpour. I don't know, it didn't give me the spice. It didn't give me something mentally to hook onto. Let's see here. Speaking of the freeze-over moments, about 2/3 of the way through the game, they always seem to happen in the most inopportune times in terms of who's talking and what they're about to say. Is that... Boy, typos. It's that way where, oh, but the real killer is... Blah. I was just curious, is this a convenient device to build suspension, or do these freeze-overs happen because the truth is about to be revealed? So it's like Cheryl's trying to protect her fantasy from reality. Answer, you pretty much have it figured out with that. It factors into what Cheryl's doing in therapy. Just as you're about to realize the truth, those devices that you've used your whole life kick back in. You hide back in your fantasy world. Oh, okay, it is snow. Oh, okay. In Silent Hill 1. Man, I gotta replay Silent Hill 1 then. A lot of details I forgot. In my line again, that makes sense. Speaking of the nightmare segments, as I played, the monsters that chased me changed form. But when my girlfriend played, they didn't. By the end of the game, my monsters had these weird puzzle piece heads that were detached and floating around. I was curious, what things prompt these changes, and do different monsters represent something? Answer, they all represent your psyche profile, and each nightmare looks at your profile and changes the way changes the monsters accordingly. Can you give a few examples of what monsters appear when a player is profiled in a certain way? Answer, if your Harry is a pervert, you get the sexualized monsters. If you get a drunk, substance-abusing Harry, your creatures are rotting away. If people's aren't changing at all, maybe they're indecisive and keep leaning back and forth between different extremes. Okay. I really want to see the slutty monsters now. I guess maybe they have more lumps and move more sexual, kind of like the nurses. Another line for me. When it comes to the subtle permutations in the game, that had to get exponentially complicated. Tracking people's progressions, the decision they make, and how that can influence clothing and conversations and posters. How was that ever manageable? I imagine a state diagram or flowchart that filled a whole book. Answer, yeah, it was pretty complicated. There was a lot of voice work to do. Fortunately, that was the lead designer's problem and not mine. I just had to make sure he pulled it off properly. My line, I can only imagine. You had 6 or more different versions of the same phone call with subtly different wording. Did storage ever become an issue for all that audio? I guess since it was played through the remote speaker, it didn't need to be super high quality. Answer, that's the saving grace. It's supposed to sound like a cell phone call, so it doesn't have to be perfect. The real trick is that the game is streaming, so there's no dedicated load space. The game never pauses and says, now loading. Well, it did actually once. I actually saw that. Even when it was emulated, weirdly. Making sure that all the data was where it needed to be in an area. There's maybe 5 phone numbers to call, and you get 2 voicemails, and it has to figure out which one you'll get and make sure it's in memory. That was the tricky part. Okay, my follow-up? That reminds me of one thing. What's the deal with Lisa? I tried coming at it from a number of angles, but I can't figure out what she means to the story. Could you give me a little insight into what she's all about? Lisa is the fan-favorite character from Silent Hill 1, and everyone will talk to you very dearly about her. She appeared in Origins and had some scenes that fans of the original didn't like, so there was a big outcry from them about how Climax had ruined Lisa forever. Since this was a reimagining of the original game, we had to include Lisa. For her significance, I'll just say that she's clearly someone who Harry wants to take care of and nurture, so that may be something she represents. In the same way that fans want to take care of her and make sure nothing bad happens to her. But in the first game, she dies, so it was sort of an exercise in how much can fate change this time. How much of an effect can you have on how things play out? My observation could also be a statement on how poor of a caregiver Harry is. Response, yeah, there's that too. My line was kind of scary when my girlfriend was playing. She forgot by the time she got to the cabinet what pill she was supposed to get. I'll have to remember to never ask her to get me medicine. Reply, so you learned something very important. Yeah, my ex was not a very good caregiver. Okay. It's interesting. The spirit that I came to this interview seems counter to what the game is all about. Wanting specific answers and explanations. That gives me even more to think about, though. Thanks for sharing all your experience and insights. So, cool shit. Cool shit. That honestly, like, that was one of my main motivations getting into games. Getting into games writing was to did I get it? No. There. I know. Oh. Your computer is getting Silent Hilled? It is. Was that it would kind of like maybe a cinephile that really gets into the scene. One of my earlier motivations was I want to be able to talk to the creators of the things that I like. I think maybe on some level I wanted them to pat me on the head for liking their thing so much. But more fundamentally, I just wanted to understand their creative motivations and know what they were thinking and what they were doing and know how they dealt with all of the like games are half bringing your creativity to the table and trying to craft something, and half dealing with all the problems. It's the elegant solutions to technical issues that really make for amazing games sometimes. When you can take a restriction, like not having a lot of memory and storage space for audio, and turn it into something that's thematically positive, which is playing that audio through a shitty Bluetooth speaker, so you can encode the fuck out of it. So that's one of those things where everything works together and everything kind of builds on each other. So good, so good. Okay. Now I want to read Lawrence interviewing devs. I love doing it. I could talk to devs all damn day about the work they do. There was actually, I did interview one of the developers for Cyberpunk for an Xbox article that I didn't put my name on because it would have been weird given my relationship to Steph. And I didn't want anyone going with that. Yeah, interview with Hugo Martin was amazing. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's something I'd like to do more of, but I also want to be conscientious of, like, I don't want to take too much of developers' time, but they usually love talking about what they do too, so maybe I should reach out more. Do more, honestly, like for a long time, my, and many people have said this, so this is not like an original idea, but to be the Charlie Rose of video games. I want to just sit down at a table and like a between two ferns and just talk to people. And just, ideally drag out all the hard work they did and put it on display for everyone to appreciate. Maybe not everyone. There's only a small group of people who would be interested in that, but that's the kind of thing that I would like to drive towards. What about the Reggie interview? Oh boy. I wonder if he remembers that. He was such a good sport about it though. Man. Yeah. Maybe that can be my gimmick. Between two ferns, except I'm a video game super fan. Next interview is the Wachowski sisters. God, I would love that. If I could. But I think even after watching Matrix 4 and seeing some of the interactions they scripted into that movie, I wouldn't want to be that guy. Because it's pretty clear they've heard that a lot. Like, whoa, Matrix 1 changed my life. I don't want to be that guy. Especially since they've clearly dealt with that guy before. So, yeah, Charlie Rose without all the creepy harassment. Yes, without that. The good Charlie Rose. But I think even Adam Sessler said that at one point. And I was like, well, if anyone's going to do it, it's probably going to be him. So maybe I can beat him to the punch. We'll see. Oh, like how Chris Farley used to interview people? Oh, that was just so adorable. But there wasn't a whole lot of those were mostly just Chris Farley being cute and letting people bounce off of him. Braxfin says, a thing with doing interviews as a dev, a lot of studios put us under massive pressure or massive NDAs and restrictions even after the games are out. Yeah, that's what sucks. And that's the other part that kind of robs the life out of it, is that there is so much to lose on the internet by just speaking your mind. If a game has anything controversial about it, and there's a frank conversation that happens, people will scour it and pull words out of context and use it to make other people more angry. And it's just all this trouble that developers can just completely skip by not talking. And it sucks, but I get it. It sucks, but I get it. And it really does, it really does require a developer that like is willing to just put themselves out there, and a publisher and like a organization that doesn't care. Don't let the trolls stop you. It has nothing to do with me. It's companies that don't want to deal with that shit, and I get it. I get it. It's just not worth the trouble, which sucks because honestly, I think a lot of developers would love to talk about their work and hopefully encourage the appreciation of their work from the people who are actually coming to it with good faith. But you put something on the internet and people in bad faith will find it and weaponize it. And it's like, the problem is companies gain nothing from being transparent about their work, but they do stand to lose a lot. They do stand to get a lot of cost in terms of people just being crappy. So yeah, that's then the follow-up to that is you do an interview, but then you send it to the company or the publisher to have them okay everything. And, you know, often then that's work for them, right? Then they're actually incurring a cost to watch down a video and send notes back for you to edit and then put up. And then if you comply with that, then people will accuse you of just playing along with the system or whatever. Yeah. I came up through CM, so I was trained at answering questions and getting around the stuff we can't talk about. But even now that I'm past that and into full-on design, it's super tricky. Moving into AAA made it only more restrictive. Indie studios tend to be more open. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then as a producer, as a media producer, that puts me in a weird spot where I can talk to an indie developer and I can be super jazzed about their work. But the sad truth is no one's going to really watch an interview with a game they haven't heard about. So people only want to know about the biggest games. Those are also the most restrictive because that's also where all the crazy people are. So it's this whole connected network of issues that make it not hard, but more difficult than it ought to be to actually just talk frankly with developers about their work. So, but I should stick with it. Inside Games certainly has given me an outlet for that. There's not a lot of money in it, but it is something that's super, super fulfilling to me. So this has reminded me that it's something I should pursue more. Also, just incidentally, this photo I took when I was driving from Dallas to Los Angeles after my previous relationship broke up, and I was going to restart my life. So interesting. As playing through this game again, well, looking at that interview and then even seeing this photo has really brought up some old memories. So interesting stuff. Indie devs need more interviews so they can get more publicity. Yeah, that is a form of publicity, sure. But then what it is, honestly, is it's me producing marketing material for free, which is fine. But I can only do that so much. So it's tough. Because yeah, if media that I produce doesn't bring enough eyeballs to have some return for the time spent doing the interview and compiling it into something that's, readable or watchable, that's work, that's cost that I could have been working on something else that I, can use to pay bills. So, okay. All right, I'm done. Stream over. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for appreciating Silent Hill Shattered Memories. Truly a wonderful gem that I hope time has judged it by now, I guess. Not going to be streaming for a while now, a couple days at least, maybe next Sunday. One thing I do want to shout out: Racer Trash is disbanding, but they're doing a series of streams where they broadcast everything they've ever made. They already did one. It was a 12-hour stream. They showed a lot of cool stuff. They're doing another one this Saturday. The Twitch stream is Racer X Trash. I really recommend checking it out. They do re-edits of feature films and a bunch of other like smaller edit projects. If you like editing, a weird way to put it. If you like trippy stuff, if you like seeing, and they're all about, millennial age. So they do a lot of like late 90s, early 2000s re-edits. If you want to see, judging that you're in my age range, if you want to see movies from your childhood chopped up and re-edited with a ton of memes and jokes and shockingly sincere bits, like I've bawled watching Racer Trash re-edits of some things that I just didn't expect. I would definitely recommend checking that out. And I won't be streaming because I'll either be hungover, continuing to celebrate my birthday, or both. So yeah, it's always a big year for Pullman. Make sure to go to Morongo and have a great time. Stupid. Oh, I love it so much. Racer Trash was truly one of the brighter spots of 2020. The brightest spot, maybe. So I recommend that. I recommend checking that out because it's their farewell tour, and it truly was a one-of-a-kind artistic project. All right. Thank you all very much for watching. I do appreciate it, and hope you guys all have a great 2022. Ooh, Spider-Man. Thank you for the sub. And thank all of you. Thank you very much. Catch you next time.